and rolling. Yeah.
Okay, so you would clap.
Okay. All good, all good? Yes? William, great to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
This is very exciting because you don't need me to tell you, but I feel like there's a lot of excitement, a lot of hype around what you could possibly do come 2026, come Milano. Are you feeling that now? Are you feeling like we're getting close?
Obviously, I think that time goes by and we're getting closer and closer to the D-Day, right? So of course I feel the excitement. It excites me too. But yeah, I think I'm proud to be in that position where there's actually excitement about what might happen at the games, because we never know what will happen, but just the fact that people believe in me is exciting, right?
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I was hearing people talk, oh, you're going to talk to William. He could be the Summer Macintosh of the Winter Games. He could be the one with 4 or 5 medals. He could be the face. He could be the one, maybe carrying the flag. Do you like those comparisons? Do you welcome that?
I do. I do welcome it. I feel like short track is a very different sport from from swimming, because we have so many things can happen. We can fall, we can get bumped away. Where Summer's obviously a great athlete, but she's in her lane, right? So there's some security to that. But yeah, I take that role with a smile. I feel like it's what I said. It's great to be in a position where people do believe that you're able to do great stuff, and I also do believe I can do stuff.
Dandjinou taking off for goal.
There's steps to follow, and I feel like I need to be. I can't burn any of these steps because I need to be really mindful of the process that I need to take to go there, and one step at a time. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I feel like I'm happy to be in those talks for sure.
I would say most athletes subscribe to the notion you can't get too high, you can't get too low. So how do you not allow yourself to buy into the hype and think that things have already been accomplished and won before they have been?
It's a great question. I feel like, first of all, my teammates ground me a lot because we have such a great team in short track, especially in Canada. So, sometimes I'm in training and I'm like, man, I'm not even the best Canadian. So it's easy for me to ground myself and to say there's the hype. It's unbelievable how much people believe in me, but there's also the reality and the fact that I still have to train hard, and nothing's going to be given, right? Everything is earned, and you have to work for everything. So that's that calms me a lot, and that helps me not be too high. And if you're talking about competitions, I always try to nap between races and do stuff that'll calm me down and bring me to that status level.
As far as the Olympic experience, what are you most looking forward to? What is the thing that kind of comes to mind when you're sitting and dreaming about what's to come in a few months?
That's a good question, because I'm looking forward to a lot of things, but there's the experience part where you're meeting athletes from all over the world, experiencing the opening ceremony, the closing ceremony, just the events, how big it's going to be. But for me, what I want to be remembered for, and what I want to remember is I was able to be a competitor, passionate about my sport, and when I'm on the ice, just breathing passion and breathing man, I want to beat these guys. And that's what I want to bring to short track at the Olympics, and I hope I'll be able to, but I'll be able to enjoy the whole thing.
Do you consider, if we're being honest, speed skating, short track, not the most diverse of sports. Do you consider yourself a pioneer, a trailblazer for kids in Canada?
Definitely. But I'm not the only one.
Sure.
There's also other skaters from African American origin, or even Chinese origin. I feel like there's a new generation of athletes that are not scared to be authentically themselves, and I'm part of it, and I'm happy to be part of it, right? And if I can inspire anyone in Canada, I'd be super happy.
Do you hear from kids who tell you this, and if so, how do you react to that?
Yeah, so I'm a very passionate guy, and I like to showcase my emotions while winning and even losing it. I think kids especially can really relate to that, and yeah, I've had some positive feedback, and I'm super happy every time I hear about it. I feel just lucky to be able to do what I love every day, being paid to do it, and being able to experience such a like emotions on such a big stage. It's incredible, and I'm sure you know it, but I feel like sports is a market of emotions.
Sure.
So without emotions, you don't have sports. You just have two people skating on the ice cream. When you add the emotion, when you add the pressure, that's where you see the sport aspect of it, and that's what I love.
Is it not true, perhaps earlier in your career, you showed a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, some might say like a little bit showmanship, flamboyance, and perhaps your mom told you to chill out a little bit?
Yeah, well, so there's a fine line between being emotional, showcasing that, and being cocky.
Cocky,
and that's...
Were you cocky?
I didn't feel like I was cocky, but I also have to be mindful of not... of being respectful of my competitors, right? Because I am very respectful of them, and I'm not above anything that they're doing. So for me, I'm taking that feedback, especially with that one celebration when I did the Curry sleeve celebration. It could be interpreted as I'm disrespecting you, but that's never my case. And when I'm showcasing my emotions, yes, I want it to be a show. I want people to be able to buy into that whole showmanship, but it's never to put people down or never to like boost my ego up. Never. It's to share the passion, basically. It's
kind of a thing, I think, for Canadian athletes. Like everyone tells you have to be nice and sweet and kind and respectful. I'm not trying to start a fight with your mom. I think that stuff is great.
Thank you.
That's the stuff that I'm drawn to. I like a little person. I like when people, big themselves up and do things that it's entertainment at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. We agree on that, yeah.
Then you're just like another face in the crowd, So I say you should do it, but I don't want her to get mad.
So I'll talk to my mom.
Tell her Ariel said.
But no, jokes aside, I think that I'll for sure continue celebrating. Just I have to be mindful of also my competitors, and we're also such a small and well-knit type, community in short track that to me it's super important that we respect each other, and that I'll win, I'll beat you, and I'll show you that I beat you. But at the end of the day, we dial ourselves up and on to the next.
Do you allow yourself to at night close your eyes and think of what it will feel like to be on that podium? Do you go there and how you'll celebrate and how it will feel?
Honestly, it's hard not to think about it because it's so big in my head, and I've always been like so big on visualizing like what I want that sometimes I have to catch me and be like, yo, Will, you have to go to sleep now. You know what I mean? But it's hard not to think about it, and I really wish it will happen, and I hope it will. But like I said, there's steps, and I have to be mindful not to get too excited. I just want to be ready and show the world that I'm here, and then we'll see what the results bring. But I feel like the first step is knowing in my heart that when I can, and that's. If I want to do it, there's steps that I have to do.
I think you're well on your way. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Good luck. Thanks for sitting with us. And in the next few months, it's going to be great, but can't wait to see the show that you put on in front of everyone in February.
Thank you so much.